Hello all, Onigato here for Oni in the Garden, and we're going to start again by the oregano, which still needs to be really trimmed back, but it's doing okay. The little patch of onions is doing pretty well. That basil that's back there it's holding on, but only just barely. I may need to move it again to a different location just so it can catch a little bit more of the rain that keeps happening. The safflower beside it isn't looking great, but it's not looking terrible either. This bed of daffodils and whatever that other flower was, can't remember off the top of my head. Irises. Nothing's coming up yet, but if nothing comes up before the end of the summer, I'll declare the bed a dead zone. If not, if it does something come up, yay, whatever. I'm not really caring. Strawberry pot, not looking brilliant, but not looking terrible either. We have still been getting some really cold nights, so. The daikon and the carrots, starting finally to see some growth on the carrots, so we're hopefully going to see some more there. The asparagus, these ones are, they're not looking brilliant, but they're doing okay. And they look about the same as the ones in the backyard. The cilantro over here, not happy right now. Everything's just a little bit dry. It rained a couple of days ago, but it was more of a heavy drizzle than anything else. So, this bed, I have no idea what's going on in here. I probably need to get in here and figure out what these plants are, because that is almost certainly not something that I actually planted. I mean, I can see the carrot fronds in there, but yeah. This strawberry right here, I've actually got some strawberries on it. So it's a really early developer this year, so huzzah. Let's see, the mesclun mix. It looks a little on the dry side. If you dig down, it's actually fairly damp down there. This strawberry bed looks terrible. I'm not expecting anything on this one until maybe May. Trying to figure out when. But we are starting to see the spiderworts coming in very nicely. Haven't seen any sign of bees yet, but I'll take the spiderworts coming in, because they'll keep coming in for the next 2 to 3 months. So, and over here, more spiderworts coming in there. So that's going to look nice. That, I'm pretty sure, is an iris right there. Just because the leaf structure is exactly the same as the other irises that we have. The mother-in-law's most recently brought in irises. So I think I'm starting to see some growth. Yeah. Right. Let's see if I can spot the clump. I think it's right there. Maybe. Yeah, right there. It's starting to come in, so hopefully that's actually something we want, not some more grass, because death to grass. Death, I say. Over here, snow peas are doing quite nicely still. Not quite long enough that I need to train them up yet. Well, most of them anyways. There's one right over there. Looks like it's starting to get long enough to think about training up. I see no cucumbers left, so I think we lost them all, which is a shame. I've been saying that this bed has been a disaster or a wreck or whatever, and here's the real evidence of that. That is the piping that is supposed to be underneath everything else. So it's shoved itself up through ground heave, and so whole thing needs to be torn apart, re-put back together again, just so that we can fix some of these problems. Liner, need a new liner anyways, because there's snail. There's pretty good evidence that the liner is actually torn somewhere in the on the bottom, because it won't retain water for more than a couple of days. Well, a couple of hours. The soil stays nice and moist, but I'm just hoping it doesn't actually turn swampy. This messelin, trim it back, it grows up, trim it back, it grows up, but every time it does, it just turns into worm food. So, and we do have worms in there. I know we have worms. Oh. Thistles, nettles, what have you. You're not allowed out, in my yard. Big little guy, isn't it? Look at the size of that taproot. There we go. Alright, over here to the blueberry. I was planning on mowing today, but we're out of gas and we're effectively out of money for right now. So, blueberry, not much left on it, I don't think. It's probably toast. Over here, blackberry seems to be doing pretty well. I've got these monster, they're not mosquitoes, I don't think. They're about 1.5 inches long, and well, I used to call them mosquito hawks. I don't know what they really are though. But the blackberry definitely looks like it's doing pretty well. I've seen new growth through here and down here. So, yeah. The asparagus is actually all looking really good. Looks fairly similar to the asparagus at the front. And no movement on the chickens yet. Just because, well, we've not really had any chance to buy any chicken wire or anything else that we need for that. I do have a question for YouTube land. What is that? It's growing in my yard. There's about 6 plants that look similar to it that are all very, very small. This is the only one that's actually got any height to it. And it's kind of interesting, but I don't want it if it's like a... I don't know what it is. So if you can just, pop a comment down below, let me know. Talk to y'all later.